Hey everyone, it's Jill Celeste here with this week's Loud Woman message. And today I want to talk to you about a concept called everything has a front and a back. And this is an especially helpful concept when you're scrolling through social media. I know sometimes I do this and you may too. You're scrolling through and you look at someone's photo and you're like, gosh, that looks perfect. Whether she has perfect hair or the perfect living room, or kids look really perfect, or that dinner looks really perfect, or eye makeup looks really perfect, whatever. And we start to compare ourselves to that glimpse of perfection, and we start to feel bad about ourselves. I want you to remember that while we are seeing a perfect photo, we are seeing a staged glimpse at that person's life, that we don't know what's going on in the back, the behind the scenes. Maybe she has a perfect hair, but maybe she's got a headache that day. Or maybe she has a lot of anxiety about her appearance, and that's why you see all those pictures like that. Everything has a front and a back. And don't compare your back to someone else's front. That's not a fair comparison. In fact, don't compare at all, because we are all on our individual journeys and they are incomparable. So I also want to talk to those of you who do use your social media for sharing things about your lifestyle, whether you're an entrepreneur, an author, bookstagrammer, etc. Don't be afraid to show the back of your life. Don't be afraid to show those imperfections, those flaws, those things that maybe you're not as proud of, because that shows your humanity, that makes you much more relatable, and it helps people realize that they don't have to be perfect because you're not perfect. And you'd be surprised how important that is, that message is, when you're doing your communications to social media. So remember that when you're scrolling through Instagram or whatever social media site you're on, and you see something and it looks perfect, maybe someone's child graduated valedictorian of the class, and you're like, God, my kid didn't do that. Just remember there's a back to that. There's lots of long nights, there's lots of stress, maybe a lot of arguments, maybe that child has a lot of anxiety. There's a lot of things going on in the back that you don't see. And so don't compare your back to someone else's front, okay? In my book, Loud Woman, I have a whole chapter about this. It's called Instagram Perfection. And I delve a little deeper into this. Everything has a front and a back. So if you're interested in that, go over to jillceleste.com and see where you can order Loud Woman. I have a list of participating bookstores, all of your favorites, Barnes & Nobles, Books A Million, etc. And I'd be honored if you pick up a copy of Loud Woman today. So that's it. Remember, everything has a front and a back. I hope you have a great day. Know that I'm rooting for you, and I'll talk to you soon.